Welcome back to Pokémon Shield! I've been busy waiting on weather. You see, every day, the weather changes. If you go to your town map, you can look at that weather, and different things show up in different places. So, I'm sure you saw a minute ago, I was pointing out, like, yeah, I was in this area when it was this weather, in this area when it was this weather. There's so many friggin' Pokemon out here. If you wait for all the weathers in all the different areas, there's like 100 Pokemon out here.
Mm-hmm.
And what's amazing, and I didn't learn this until yesterday, this isn't even all the different weathers. There are 2 or 3 different weather types that only show up once you're like a third of the way through the game. So, you know. But as an update of what all happened, so I was bothered by the fact that I didn't have a female score bunny. So I went back to the beginning, played from the start, and I got a female score bunny. So taking a look at what we got now, I got a female score bunny, still named Cream.
Just so you don't have a...
it's the same one it's always been. It's just a lady now. And it is, what is it, it has a lonely nature, which means it has increased physical attack, decreased physical defense. So you at least, Score Bunny is going to be a physical attacker, so you don't want physical attack decreased. I didn't pay too much bother to what the nature of the Pokemon that I caught was, as long as it wasn't, like, bad. But yeah, there's that. So as a brief explanation for this, I found anymore, I kind of don't really play games on my own time, because I feel like I always have to be accomplishing something. I always have to be working on something. So just playing a game for fun, for my own enjoyment, I, like, don't do it anymore. But what that means is when I do a game series for you guys, that's kind of when I'm also playing it for fun. So if this is going to be, at the end of the day, if this is going to be my personal save, if this is going to be my actual save that I use if I want to play the game casually, then I'm gonna do what I want to do with it. And not worry about, like, oh, but I should do this for the videos or whatever. I'm gonna do the playthrough for me. Because at the end of the day, this is as much about me as it is about you guys.
I mean, at least you're up front, unlike certain Nuzlocke champions I could say something about.
And I am going for an all-female team because I'm just more comfortable with it. So that's what we're going with. Anyway, what I caught. Caught Snorunt. And named it Mima. It is
a memer.
Quirky by nature, which actually, I don't know exactly how it works. It's a neutral nature, so it doesn't increase or decrease anything, but I think it does this by increasing and decreasing the same stat. Like,
Probably.
Internally, I think that's how it works.
But listen, the more I understand about it, the more I kind of come to the grips of realization that Game Freak know how to make a video game, they just don't know how to efficiently make a video game.
Look, and I'm gonna be honest.
I'll go to bat for them because they make video games, they know how to do it. Efficiency-wise, I have my doubts.
And I'm gonna be honest, as someone who has programmed several games, I can completely understand there being some system in place where nature just has to increase something and decrease something to work with all the rest of the code. That is absolutely something that I would believe. So, an easy way to make a neutral one is just to increase and decrease the same thing, and it's fine. But anyway, we have that. I paid no attention to IVs when I was actually catching all of these.
Oh, you're playing the story. You ain't doing, like, VGC or anything like that. You don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, I paid no attention to IVs. And throughout the course of this series, I'm also not going to be paying any attention to EVs. So, there's that. But I at least tried to get, like, a nature that wasn't garbage. Let's see here. So we got you, Got Bound Sweet, who is Adamant.
Which is pretty good for this Pokemon.
Increases physical attack, lowers special attack. It's a physical attacking Pokemon, so that's gonna work out. Got you already, and got a Combee. I keep wanting to say Honeybee, and that's not it. Combee, which raises special defense, lowers special attack. I actually have no idea what kind of attacks this thing has, so...
I mean,
I guess... This may be absolute garbage.
I guess if it helps you, it's a honeycomb bee. So, like, either way, you're kind of right, so...
That's fair. Now, of these, Snorunt and Combee had to be female. The rest is my own choice. But anyway, I got them out here. Oh, also, I dove into a Dynamax den for laughs. Because I saw one that was big and purple and swirly and swooshy and said...
Yeah, it's a rare one.
Yeah, I saw that and said, I don't know what's going to happen, but let's find out. And it ended up being... Goomy. Ended up being Goomy, which I took out with Snorunt easily enough. And then I had a Goomy. That Goomy, by the way, is level 20.
I mean, I hate to say it, but Goomy itself is kind of weak Pokemon.
Yeah.
Not like it's bad or anything, but it's just like you could do better.
So, I originally had no plan to put a Goomy on the team, but I don't know. This is a special Goomy, and I like what Goomy evolves into. So, we're gonna shimmy things around a little bit and have some fun. Anyway, that's been the update. That's everything that's happened. We're going back inside, because we have business to attend to. And I'm actually going to start by heading into hair and makeup.
Just gonna go for it.
Yeah, I'm just going to cough up the money. I'm probably not going to change my hair. But it'll be good to show off, and I made a little bit of money by selling all the friggin'... I don't know where my money is listed. Yeah, I made a little bit of money off of selling all the friggin'... Frigga-fraggin'...
Oh, the stuff you find in the wild area?
Yeah. Forget what it was. I didn't even...
It's under treasures.
Oh. I didn't even sell all of it. Like, I kept 10 tiny mushrooms. I just sold the rest. But I think there's a lot of stuff like this Pearl and Nugget that, if it says it can be sold at a high price in shops, I think that just means it serves zero purpose other than you can sell it.
Oh yeah, you just sell it.
Yeah.
But I would keep at least one, because there's a person way later on that actually pays more exorbitant prices for that stuff. But it's like a one-time-a-day sell thing, so...
So, one note about this game that I...
Ow. Throwing your Joy-Cons around?
One note that I really like about this game that really bothered me in earlier Pokemon games that I played was money.
Oh yeah, money's like not a problem anymore.
Yeah, I hated it. Even when I'm playing through, I think Black and White was the last one I really played. The only way you make money is by beating up trainers. And once you've beaten one up, you can't beat them up again. So there's a limited amount of money throughout the entire game. I think Black and White had...
by Black and White, they'd already alleviated most of that stuff where you could, like... I think Gen 3 or 4, they had, like, a versus rematch or something.
There was that, but that's still, like... There's kind of a default amount of money left in the game, but in Black and White, you could, like... Okay, I can call a guy up if I want to fight him again and make more money. And I don't feel like just... having some form of income should be that big a deal in a Pokemon game.
It's so funny that you mentioned that, and I'm just thinking, like, how, like, Gen 2 was like, oh, we all got cell phones now and everything, and they're like flip phones, cell phones, and everything, and we're on Gen 8, and we've got, like, smartphone rodems and everything, and it's like, that's the thing I'm not used to, is like the technology leaps that happen that you notice in Pokemon, because they keep doing that. Like Gen 2 is like, here's my flip phone, cell phone, and everything, and Gen 8 is like, okay, boomer.
Yeah, but that's one thing that I really like about this game is all the items that are just laying around in the wild area respawn
Every day.
every day.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's an easy source of plentiful money. I made at least 10K just off of bumming around out there for all of like 2 minutes a day.
Like, you can technically sell those, like, all
And
those
I didn't
mini
and I didn't even
mushrooms,
sell
tiny
everything that I
mushrooms.
got.
Yeah.
Okay, so this eats the money even if I don't do anything. What's funny is even if you don't do anything, if you choose the exact hair that you entered with, they tell you, this is very similar to what you had before. Do you still want it? Yes. Anyway, so there's a lot of neat hairs.
Romantic talk? I mean, it's a nice
I don't know-
haircut,
I mean,
but
I
I
don't-
wouldn't call it... Oh, maybe... It's not romantic like lovey-dovey. It's romantic like Roman.
Hmm.
It's like you have to keep that in mind when they say romance languages. They're not talking like lovey-dovey. They're talking like the languages descend from Latin.
Got that anime mom hair. Well, it's not braided. We're not quite there.
Pixie cut?
Yeah, pixie cut. It's kind of short, but not like super short.
Is that just a manic pixie girlfriend thing?
I don't know. Ponytail.
I do not.
That's not a bad ponytail.
I don't really imagine pixies having short hair. That's the I've been to Switzerland lately.
That one's pretty. All the braids. So poofy.
Curly Bob?
So poofy. I kind of like it. At the end of the day, though, I mentioned before I'm probably not going to be doing a lot, changing a lot, so this is mostly to show it off.
Third option? You get a third option, you little bastard.
This one is just for the bangs.
We don't get that for male characters. You just get like hairstyle and color.
So it's sideswept is the default, no bang, hime cut, and
Lash grazing.
so it's like it's low enough that it's like all like half over your
it's like
eyes.
sheep eating your. It's like sheep grazing on your eyelashes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with that, and then you can change color.
Gold.
The top ones are all like blonde, like black to brown to blonde, and then the bottom has some funky colors. So you see gold, it's just like a super blonde.
Hmm.
Sure, that's ash brown.
Ash brown.
I don't see any brown.
It's more like blue. Well, actually, go back up.
I didn't show caramel blonde.
Oh, we'll go back to ash brown. Yeah, it's because of the TV stuff. So it's like they'll see it perfectly fine, but over here it's like this is the real color they're getting.
Like some of these are neat. Like I don't know, I'd almost go for pure white, but I don't know. At the same time, nothing like jumps out at me. I don't know. I do like glowing.
Well, the difference between white and platinum blonde is one's a natural hair color, one's gone ultra instinct.
Slightly less white.
I mean, like I said, you can tell over here, you can definitely see where the blonde is
Yeah,
in the platinum.
it's like it's
but
slightly more blonde. And like I don't know, none of these jump out at me. Maybe I'll get a little randy and go, I'll change it later or something. But like nothing jumps out at me. I'm all right with just with the default. It's pretty close. You sure you don't want to change more? Yeah, I'm good. And then they charge you your money anyway. And then they cut your hair.
no, they don't cut.
Even
your hair.
though they don't do anything.
They don't cut your hair. They just put the scissors next to your ears and go.
Yes, I want to keep my hat on. because I like that hat.
You can also do makeup options and everything.
Yeah, that's the one that I did want to look at while I'm here. Makeup. Which they also charge you for before you do anything. So this one I may actually change a little bit. You get a lot of options. You get like 5 options.
I went for the thick eyebrows on my character because I got thick eyebrows in real life, so...
Get the little dots. I'm alright with just normal eyebrows. So this is eye color?
This is your eyebrow color.
Oh, eyebrow color. So, you want it the same color as your hair.
Your eyelashes.
Yeah. I may go with the cat eye, actually, instead of the natural. And then eye color.
Yep.
Rotating it the wrong way. Yeah, let's see. I think it was brown by default. I think we can do better than brown. You can also get some fancy ones.
Total Dark's hilarious because it's just like, oh god, they've died.
They killed me. That they even give you these as an option.
Oh, I've seen plenty of people with these already, so...
I feel like I would almost want to go with one of these just for, like, the trainer card.
No, the league card thing.
Yeah. Let's go with... I don't know, purple is always like a default, but pink doesn't look too bad. I'm going with pink.
Do you know the one thing I discovered?
And then you can give a little bit of lipstick.
I discovered
instead of just, like, a line.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. The thing I discovered is that the color in your eyes are actually muscles.
Okay, if you want to be adventurous, got down there. May go with pink. I feel like orange looks more appropriate, but like just the fact that it's orange tells me it's orange, which I'm not as cool with. So I may just go with pink. Look how pretty we are.
I'm noticing a trend with your color scheme.
I mean, mostly I just wanted to add a little bit of color to the lips.
See, the fun part is that they... I guess it's implied that you're putting in contacts to get the eye color changing.
They just actually light your eyes on fire.
Yeah, so now I'm just thinking it's like, are they just like literally like this time around? Like, I guess they're implying it's contacts again because it was contacts in previous generations, but they don't mention it. So like now I'm thinking it's like, did they just take a needle and shove it into your eye and just like that's how they dye it now?
So they offer you to update your league card. You don't have to repose. You don't have to do anything for it. It's just exactly as it was before, only with your new look, which you can't even tell because my eyes are closed.
You blunk at the wrong moment during the picture.
Dang it. Anyway, we've been here for like 30 minutes or so already, and we haven't actually accomplished anything, so... Oh, that's right, we get to pick a number.
Go talk to that guy specifically. Because he gives you the ability to actually change the sound options in the game. Like, it's not even on the menu by default. You have to talk to this guy to get the item to activate that.
Control the volume of various sounds. Like, I can understand if they were like, you can play you can change what music plays in each area. Like, okay, cool, I get that. But volume? Oh, something else. I really love the 2D sprites.
Oh yeah, they
on the
actually
left.
went out of their way to do that.
Does it show that a little bigger anywhere?
On the save menu?
On the save menu, does it show it in the bigger in the box? Not kind of. I love the 2D sprites though. I absolutely love them. It's like they update for the newer console and everything, but there's something about...
I was kind of surprised they did that.
There's something about a very true pixel art sprite in what is otherwise a not at all pixel art environment that just tickles my fancy.
I mean, it's not like...
And, like, they have a history of this, because they have
In
these
battle
sprites, and they've
stuff,
been
so.
using them forever. So, like, I love that they brought it back. They're not, it's an aesthetic choice that I really think is cool, and on top of that, it's a nice touch. So anyway, I thought I'd point that out.
I mean, by the time we're recording this, Pokemon Homes come out.
Yeah.
So, but they use like 3D official art pieces for that, which is kind of interesting. And like all the Pokemon get it.
Heck, I was trying to talk to the girl. Tried to talk to the girl and heard the roar, and I was like, is the girl a Pokemon?
Did the child yell at me?
The town's a straight line. Jeez, he is worse than Zora.
Oh my god. The stupid little, like, Squarvert in a suit advertisement on the back there.
Charcoal. Oh, that's another thing.
Yeah, it's a held item.
That's another thing that I think is really cool about this game, is how they handle the gym challenge. And I'm sure we'll see more of that.
The gym challenge.
I'm sure we'll see a little bit more of that here in just a second, so I'll wait to like speak more on it until then.
I'll make arguments about other stuff in this game, but the gym challenge, I love it. It's like the exact opposite they did with Sun and Moon.
Yeah, so I'll talk.
I did like the trials.
Yeah, so I'll talk more about it in a moment, but first I'm gonna give Score Bunny that item.
Hell item, yeah. And it's gonna be there. Other items all the way to the bottom.
Charcoal. So I also got leftovers somewhere. I have no idea where. And most of this candy I got from the
tree.
Oh. And most of the is leftovers consumed?
No.
Ooh.
It's as long as you have it on the Pokemon, it would always go chomp chomp and restore a little HP.
Because like I know berries are
consumed. Are a one-time consumable. They'll usually say something on them if it's a one-time consumable thing.
And
like
then
that.
all of these like EXP candies and the Dynamax candy. That's it. All of that stuff that I got for the one Dynamax den.
The white herb, it'll say it can only be used once. But if you go down to leftovers, it doesn't say that, so it's like it's a permanent item. The only way it's going to be lost is if somehow a wild Pokemon just like, I'm going to use Thief on you.
Alright, I don't have no idea who I want to give leftovers to.
You usually give it to a bulky tank Pokemon.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're just doing main story stuff, so like, whomever.
Holy crap! Oh, what were the G-forces on that thing? You can't just do that. Oh, you're not. Fine, I'll go ahead with your plot.
Just kidding. I'm gonna go around the other way.
Dang it, I wanted to talk to them. You act surprised.
What, did you expect me not to take part in this whole thing? The game would be over really quick. You want to go on a Pokemon adventure? Nope.
Hop, are you ever not trembling with excitement? I think you need to see a therapist, actually. Okay, you do you. I'm gonna talk to this guy.
I'll go around. There's a couple hidden items around there, too.
I gotta talk to Ball Guy.
Oh, God. Oh, it's worse because now I just see the hair on it. It's the head, too, and like, I just don't like this character.
I love this idiot.
I got a Pokemon. I think it's the fact that it's like I could almost buy it if he didn't also have to wear like a skin-tight white suit. Cause like,
oh, I hadn't even noticed that.
Yeah, see, now you see it. It's like now he's just wearing a skin-white tight suit, and it's like, no, it doesn't work with me. Like, just let Ball Guy be like a different color, for God's sake. You have literally different Pokeballs. You can have like a different colored Ball Guy. There was a sparkly.
gotta repel. Any more
And we-
sparklies?
Not
see
on
any.
this side, but I think there's something else there. And we can see all the banners for the gyms.
Yeah. Ooh, Pokeball.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Why don't I get a Pokeball whenever I get an item out of one of these?
Why didn't you get a treasure chest every time you open up a treasure chest?
I mean, you probably could if you wanted to, but that's kind of bulky and doesn't serve a purpose.
Oh yeah, but the big-ass sword and axe that I got out of the treasure chest somehow don't outweigh the whole thing.
That's a big bird.
It's a Corviknight. Actually, go up to it. Ah, you can't railroad it, bitch. Get back to that place.
But what if I want to go out that door? Corviknight just yells at me.
You've upset the natural order! Okay, that's an unfair Corviknight.
So many people. Look at all those people.
So many people, I'm gonna kick the shit out of in a Pokemon battle. What was that? You heard me. I'm the protagonist.
I'm a player character. What do you think's gonna happen? Oh no, it's another character that's important. You can tell because he's not dressed or anything like an regular NPC.
Mad love the coat, though. I
It's an
want
okay
one
coat.
like that.
All he did was walk by you, Hop. Calm down.
I think the implication is that he did that whole, like, shoulder, like, thing to him.
Well, he was walking there, Hop. What were you doing just standing in his way?
Excuse me, this is England, this is the Galar region, this is not Unova, you cannot do that I'm walking here thing! We're not in the 5 boroughs. We're in southern England somewhere.
Oh, we're actually just regular dudes, but I am a protagonist, so...
You can tell by my pink eyes. Well, your friend here has yellow eyes.
You
make
shut
a
up.
good point. I wonder if Motostoke's supposed to be based off of London or something.
Oh boy, I get to pick a number.
Oh yeah. I just put in my birthday.
So it has
Fine.
to be 3
It has
numbers,
to
which
be 3
saddens
numbers,
me,
but-
because I only need 2.
Well, you can always put in 0. Oh, fuck you. I don't even know why he self-censored on that one. Fuck you. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
It's our arc number.
I know, but I'm very upset that that's now just something there.
I kind of wish if you put a 0 in front that it just wouldn't show the 0, but
No.
whatever.
I mean, the best part I love about that, too, is that while you were typing that, you should have let that linger on the last number for a few seconds, because everyone would go like, oh, is he gonna put a 9 there? Is not gonna put the 9 there? Is he gonna make it a nice number? And they just put the 7 there and this immediate, aww.
I know what I'm doing. Do you have any idea how many people out there have 069 or 420 or something
Oh,
stupid?
yeah, I probably run into some of them.
Or 666? Like, come on, people, be creative.
I mean, you're talking to the guy who put his birthday as his number.
Well, that's at least something. That's a number that's important to you.
Huh?
So many people I gotta talk to. Can't talk to them.
It's like Motostoke City is from motor and stoke to stir up flames to add fuel. British top name for secondary settlement. Toponym? What's a toponym?
I want to go through these doors. I want to go through all the doors. I want to go places I'm not supposed to be.
They do not let you go through a lot of places, and I'm kind of disappointed in that.
Yeah.
There's like one place later on that's like, I should have access to it, and the guy goes like, you don't have access to this. It's like, bull.
And that totally wasn't another character dressed in a suspicious way. Completely unimportant.
Did you talk to the nerd in pink?
Hey, look at this! Look at this, it's a combi. On the tile.
Oh, it is.
On the sewer. The sewer. Why is a combi on a sewer? Okay, I don't know where that guy wants me to go. I wasn't paying attention to what he said.
Oh, the Badu Inn. It's to the left.
This way?
Yeah. It's like
You mean there's more town this way?
Yeah, it's just right there. It's the study of place names. Well, that's stupid.
Yeah, anything else this way?
Oh yeah, so there is the rest of town. You don't have to go in there right away.
Jeez.
You can't leave town, but you can.
There's a lot of town over here. I was kind of hoping to get out of town today.
Nah.
But there's a lot of town.
There was that little quest down there.
I was kind of hoping to see the ceremony too, but we're also already in this, like, friggin'... That's not a Pokemon.
Oh god, he's casting Requiescat.
He's casting Kazap.
The worst thing I've ever had to deal with is when I have to deal with a fight, and I use Requiescat. But before I can get to Confiteor, something prevents me from doing that. And I don't get to use Confiteor, and I'm a very upset paladin afterwards. Because I like my giant sword that comes out of the ground and stabs every enemy around it. It is a very pretty sword that comes out of the ground and stabs multiple enemies around it. Short version, if you please.
I thought that said like, my brain put the first and second line together, and I was, like, assaulted by a gigantic hero.
A gigantic young hero.
Well, he's got a sword and a shield. And a gun!
No, this is never happening.
I want them to do it purely for the memes.
You're getting the Isle of Armor, and you will like it, good sir.
Where were these idiots? Everybody else is scared of them. Team Yell? What?
What? Another shitty team game? And team after Team Skull?
Look,
yeah, I will die on this hill. Everybody's wrong about them.
I mean, I guess. Look, honestly, I kind of like the idea that they haven't always been treating the, like, one-off teams of each game as the main antagonist group. Like, they did that for the longest time. You run across them and go, yep, main antagonist group right there. I'm kind of glad they haven't. Like, they can do something else to flesh out the world.
I'm gonna be honest, ever since Team Flare, the villainous team thing's been kind of like,
Like, I like the idea that they're not even...
Didn't we see that symbol before on his shirt?
Maybe. I don't know. Wasn't paying attention. It makes some noise? Okay. They're legitimately a cheerleading squad.
Oh, like, dude, if we have to bring up soccer hooligans and everything...
I mean, they are.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've heard of a war that started because of a soccer match, so...
I feel so bad for SnowRun shivering all the time.
Arceus, why'd you make me an ice type?
Feel my cold.
You will feel my pain until I can shed this mortal form.
Okay, so that thing is probably a dark type.
It's normal dark.
Normal dark. How does Ghost feel about dark?
It ain't gonna work because it's normal. Ghost doesn't work on normal. In fact, dark is super effective against Ghost. So Ghost is not very effective.
Cool. So I know I took Cream off of the front because I got level 13 while I was grinding out like friggin' 400 Bounce Sweets.
You're like 2 levels away from evolving, so...
I kept killing Bounce Sweets, just trying to get them low enough because they did not want to get caught. So now Cream is level 13. So I had to bring somebody else in. Oh man, do I gotta fight all 4 of them? A lot of things.
Hey, we've seen that girl before. Also.
Yeah.
You can't see what I was boofing, but you all know what I was boofing.
Okay, well, you're gonna be pretty much the exact same thing, so I'm just gonna keep doing this. Until you make me bring out something that's... Make me bring out the big guns.
Oh, you froze it!
Heck yeah!
You know how rare that is? That's like one of the rarest status ailments to get off on in a battle.
Oh, it's nice, because I've beaten these things up before, it actually says...
And then it immediately thawed out.
It's nice, though, I've already beaten one of these up, so I actually know, like, what my moves are good or bad against. Oh, that's nice. I gotta go beat up more random Pokemon. Just go back to the wild area, time to beat up everything. Look, I'm just gonna need your information for later.
Is that a Nidoking? I'm gonna beat you. Oh god, Tofu, what happened to you? I beat up a Nidoking. Got its Pokedex entry.
I like how you beat her up and she's like, sorry for getting in your way, I got carried away.
Sorry for getting in your...
Like, I'm gonna be completely honest, I love Team Yell. I honest to goodness love Team Yell.
I'm gonna say this as best I can without doing spoiler stuff, but late in the game I did a 180 on Team Yell. Like straight up at the start. Hated these guys. But when you get to a certain plot point, I went like, okay, I'm cool with these guys.
Like, I absolutely love Team Yell. Like, the friggin' entire team shares one brain cell. They're
Arguably, yes, they do.
They're just doing their best. But they're, like, not bad or anything either. Like, you beat them up and they're just like, oh yeah, sorry, I got carried away. Let me get out of your way here, I'm sorry. Maybe.
That's like a weirdly dark color scheme.
'Cause they're metal!
No, that's usually a steel color.
That's true. And those 2 idiots over there. Look, I've already had a 4-on-1, so I think I can take a 2-on-2. No, wait, that math doesn't add up.
Also, I should be more specific about what I'm saying.
Hey, wait a minute, I've already beat these up.
I use a lot of Dark-type Pokemon, too. But, I mean, Bill and his team do tend to use Dark-type Pokemon.
Yeah. Man, I wish I had, like, Snowstorm or
I think
something.
Powder Snow hits both. Yep, it does.
Sure does! Alright!
Man. You okay, Wooloo?
Man, Mima is already proving exceptionally useful.
Oh no, special attack went down.
Dang it! Well, guess what I'm doing anyway. Oh, wow. Surprising.
Well, I mean, you are level 10, so...
Well, like, that was a level 9 Zigzagoon last time, and it took off a third of its health.
Yeah, but you're also, like, got a lower attack.
Yeah, I did have my special attack lowered, so there's that.
You know what the one thing I
That
hate...
should take out Nickit.
Yeah, the Nickit stamp. You know what the one thing I hate the most about Snarl? It was actually in Gen 5. It was a TM in Gen 5, but it was locked in the special box that you had to, like... I guess get, like, an event item for, and they never released the event item for it. So, like, in Gen 5, you just have a box that has TM95 Snarl in it, and it's like you don't have access to it.
I kind of want to keep using Powdered Snow, but that hasn't been super helpful up until now, so maybe I'll swap out for something else.
This close to saying super effective, and I was like...
How do you do against Dark?
Pretty neutral right now.
Yeah, pretty neutral. Yeah, let's see how you do. You're level 12. It's so small and cute and round.
I'm wearing a diaper, I think.
I mean, it is a tiny bead. Just doing her best.
Also, in case you're wondering, apparently I would assume the reason this fruit is, this thing's actually in here, the Bonsweet, is that it's based off a tropical fruit, but it's named after the British Queen. So...
Really, that critted me and only did that much damage? I mean, it lowered my special attack. You monster!
How dare you? I'm gonna hit you with a physical attack now.
Hold up, what's the friggin' accuracy? Ah, 95 accuracy, dang it. Like, if it has 95 accuracy, that means it has an effective accuracy of 0.
Oh, they really buffed the hell out of its rapid spin.
I can attack the empty space?
It'll just attack the Pokemon.
It's weird. Why do they give me the option to even select over there? Spin!
I don't ever remember it raising your speed, but it has been since, like, Gen 2 that I've ever cared about Rapid Spin.
Spin!
Even though, ironically enough, Rapid Spin is very important 1v1 when you get hazards, because it spins the hazards away.
Spin to win. Okay, so EXP share is on at all times, and there's not much we can do about that, but we also have constant access to our box, near constant access to our box, so we can swap something over there if we don't want it to level up, which is why Gumi is over there, because it's level 20, and also something that's dead does not get experience, which bothers me, because that friggin' Pokemon did like 95% of the work in that fight and got 0% of the experience.
Good sir, Pokemon don't die, they think.
That's true.
They die eventually and then become ghost Pokemon, and that whole thing gets a little weird. Like, is it Ghastly, an old
and
ghost
then that's complicated all on its
Don't
own.
get started on Yamask, because Yamask is apparently a human spirit that turned into a Pokemon, and then you get into, like, what if I breed them? What does that mean?
Look, Pokemon are weird.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just not worry about it.
There's a certain point to where, like, you can think about Pokemon, but then you have to stop, because if you go any further, it's like, nah, I've thought too far.
That's like where, honest to goodness, I don't consider the Pokedex entries canon. Like, but they're in the game! Yeah, non-canon. But it's right there, isn't that? It's like non-canon.
I mean, the Pokedex entry, one of the Pokedex entries literally says that, like, Machamp can, like, grab a person and chuck it over the horizon.
Yeah. But also, this is where you get stuff like, you beat somebody in a Pokemon match, and they suddenly go like, okay, you beat me, you can do whatever you want, I'll just leave. When, like, I'm still a 10-year-old and you could beat me up. But if you really think about it, and you read those Pokedex entries, yeah, I'm still a 10-year-old, but I've got Machamp behind me, and he can just suplex you clear to the moon.
Well, see,
literally to the moon.
See, the problem is, kid, is I have my own copy of Pokemon Gun. Oh, my leg! I hate this game!
And you get like, okay, well, why don't people carry guns? Have you read some of these Pokedex entries? These things do not care.
Do I have to bring up the fact that Gardevoir can literally make a miniature black hole in front of itself to protect its trainer?
It's like, oh yeah, go ahead and shoot me with that gun. See what kind of damage my Pokemon can do to you.
I'm pretty sure that gun does not trump black hole.
Hey, it's that lady that what I saw in the registration office.
And what they have that poster thing of.
Do they have a giant friggin' paperclip in their backs?
No, it's a safety pin, you dummy.
That's what I meant, a safety pin.
Like the female characters are like, is she gone yet? Oh god, we're so embarrassed. God, is she gone yet?
So they're all a bunch of idiots, and it's amazing. I don't know, I love Team Yell, I really do. I like that she's very soft-spoken, but still kind of gruff. Like, she's hard around the edges, but she still has a soft center. Okay, I guess we should...
So, like a candy bar, is what you're saying?
Yes.
No, you're getting it wrong. It's Geronimo.
Oh, you know what? It's super late, and I feel like as soon as I go up here, we're gonna get involved in stuff. So
yes, you are.
Until next time, everyone, we got to beat up Team Yell, which, as it ends up, is really just kind of a bunch of just a big fan group.
Also, something about a gym challenge thing. I have no idea.
Yeah, we've got that going on too, but I haven't been paying as much attention. Till next time, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Birdie.